Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So this is going to be today's topic reading. It is going to be for the 22nd of April. And so, boy, this month is going fast, isn't it? I really had to think about that. So as always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me on this series of readings. It's the only series where I do a free reading. So if you enter to win here, you just write the word compassion to be entered. And then I choose one subscriber each week. So this is the only place that I do that free reading also. So you'll want to watch this video series every single day to see if you are the winner. And it's always done publicly and it's done at the tail end of one of these videos. Okay. So you can't miss it. But some people are under the impression that, they never know what video I'm going to do it on. It's always on one of the today's topic videos. Okay. So I put out 3 different series of kinds of videos. One I call my today's topic, and they always come out at midnight every day. Another style of read that I do is called my bonus general message, and I put those out in the daytime every day. And then I also do the zodiacs, and I put out 2 videos for each zodiac every week. So if you're missing those, just know I have a playlist for all my zodiacs. I have a playlist for my today's topic videos, and I have a playlist, a separate one for my bonus general messages. So hopefully that makes it easy so you guys can always find everything simply. All right, here we go. Your existence on earth is needed and you are significant. You bring more joy to those around you than you will ever know. We also have surrender the things that don't serve you, ego, fear, and sadness. You belong here and you deserve happiness. And we have introduce the person you are today with who you used to be. You both have wisdom to share with each other. These are all out of one of my own decks that I created. So it's my photography, my writing. These are places I physically was. So right now, by the way, all of these are taken in different locations in Greece or Sicily. That's where this one was taken. So if first off, we have a nice Mediterranean vibe, right? But all 3 of these messages, which I find interesting, this is out of my Ancient Water Wisdom Oracle deck, which, by the way, my Etsy store is not open right now. I'm not selling anything because I just don't have time at this point in time. And anyway, at some point, maybe I'll open again and I will make the message known. Okay. But for right now, I can't. I just not got enough time. All 3 of these, interestingly enough, kind of carry a similar message to me, or certainly different aspects of the same message. This is intimating that someone has not felt really great. They haven't felt really valued. They haven't felt really loved. They have maybe questioned their place in this world a little bit. And it's like that we're not the same versions of ourselves that we used to be. Our growth changes, and with our growth, our purpose changes. We don't necessarily have one purpose in life, perhaps. Maybe this storyline is talking about someone who, if we think back to who we used to be, the things we used to accomplish, instead of pining for, oh gosh, I wish I was back in that era, or we're beating ourselves up saying, I used to have so much more energy, or I used to be so much thinner, or I used to do all these other things, or I had this other career. Rest assured, who you are now is just as beautiful. The wisdom that you have today is even possibly more valuable. Whatever job you are performing now, it's just where you're supposed to be. Or if there's more that you want to achieve, then you still have more to look forward to. But the idea that it's time to sit down with ourselves and contemplate who we were, because we look at the past with rose-colored glasses. We look at the past and we go, oh my gosh, my life was so much better back then. No, if we really remember all the difficulties we experienced, we would realize, wow, I made a lot of mistakes in the past and it helped me grow into who I am today. This is all about like embracing the entire expanse of what our life has been, and really falling in love with our lives again, and really knowing that we're supposed to be here, and being reminded that we have value, and knowing that you have a whole nother life chapter. Because you notice how many chairs are around this table and they're all empty, right? It's because these are the different phases of our life that we'll go through. We're not just going to have one time in our life where we go, oh man, I'm kind of floundering, or I'm feeling like, so many things have changed. Do I like the changes I'm going through? Am I pining for, days gone by? We're probably, every time we're going to make a change in life where we grow, we're going to have a moment where we need to take stock of all of our past achievements, but also past achievements are only there because we're able to now have the wisdom to look at them that way. So we have all of this lovely I don't know, I feel like this is a chance to really like ourselves again and appreciate who we are and see ourselves for a strong individual. And maybe it's been a long time since we thought of ourselves that way. Let's go ahead and get a couple of cards to see where this storyline is taking shape. I love the fact that it's such a sense of reassurance in these three cards. Judgment. We've been very judgy with ourselves, possibly. You notice how our judgment character, she's standing here holding a looking glass. This is where it's like, but the judgment is in the upright. We actually are going to like what we see in the mirror. When we give ourselves enough time to look at ourselves with a kind energy, we're not supposed to be tearing ourselves down. This is really nice to be reminded not to tear ourselves down. Okay, what is this judgment card about now? Because if we're making peace with our past, maybe we're making peace with our present as well. Six of Wands, heck yeah. Moon in the reverse, Knight of Cups. Oh my, my, my. Okay, so there's a reason for this stopping point. There's a reason for, I almost want to say, because in my head, what I have is the image of somebody takes a break from life and they say, I need a spa day. I need to go and, detox, pamper myself. I have this image of somebody who's like plunging in water and then coming back up feeling so refreshed, feeling like, okay, now I'm back in sync with myself. Now I've made peace with every piece of my life of what I've already done, and I'm prepared for the next phase. I feel centered and grounded and valuable again. I know that I'm valuable. And that's awesome because we are headed directly into the next phase of life, which is one of success. That's why we're clearing out worries, fears, and doubts right now. That's why we're being reminded that we've come a long way. And the past wasn't oh so great. The past was full of lessons and we handled it well. But what's beautiful is we get to still keep building more into our future. So we're getting excited about this next phase of our life. The fact that we have more life to live, no matter what we've gone through, no matter what losses we've experienced or what shining moments. Because sometimes people think, well, I've already pinnacled my life. I've already hit the best spots and now I'm not going to have any more good spots. No, this storyline is saying, are you kidding me? You have so much more to pinnacle on. You have so many more and different and like richer experiences to have. With that Six of Wands and now with the Moon card in the reverse, we're realizing this. We're understanding like, all right, it's true. I have a lot more life to live. I have a lot more things to do. I feel good about myself again. I'm also not going to hide my emotions. In the past, we might have been mourning some things that were lost maybe also and said, oh, I guess, those things, those moments that I had that were good, those are past. And, if only I could have gone back in time and done things different or said something different. This is like, no. We don't have to look back at the past. What we've learned out of the past, though, is to always say exactly what we need to say. The Moon is in the reverse. We have full clarity, full knowledge. Nothing's hidden from us, and our emotions aren't hidden from us. And that is why we have got this Knight of Cups coming in. We've got this new emotionally exciting situation. This could be a water sign coming in with a love offer. Could be us ready to go give a love offer to somebody. Whatever this is Piscean energy here too. Whatever this is, we've got a lot of emotional satisfaction to look forward to. Our satisfaction time is not over. Our satisfaction time is coming up and we're getting in the vibe for it. So this has been preparing us for this. Also, we've got a Scorpio energy there. So heavy on the water energy in this storyline so far. In fact, all of it kind of is water other than that Six of Wands. That's our power. Ooh, we got a Queen of Pentacles. We've got growth here. Growth is happening. We've been a little closed off. You notice how she's like this big old seed pod, but she's in the upright. Things with the right amount of water, something's about to blossom. The next garden of our life is about to blossom. This is so exciting. This is so beautiful. Earth energy now showing up, but I really think it's just that our energy is shifting to where, shoot, I feel grounded. I feel amazing. Yes, I want someone to come in and water my garden. I want someone to come in and give energy to this, and I'm ready to receive them. For a while, I think that this is a story where somebody was basically counting themselves out. They were saying, maybe this is someone who'd been married and divorced, And, people can beat themselves up a lot saying like, oh, I had a failed marriage. No. You were brave enough to have a commitment, and then also brave enough to say, if the commitment doesn't work for me, I can go ahead and I can free myself from that, and I can allow myself to have other commitments in the future. It takes a lot of courage to do what is actually authentically right for us. This is that change in mindset where it's like, it's true, I'm making peace with this, and I'm actually feeling more courageous, more powerful, and more prepared for the next phase of my life. If we were thinking, well, I'll never find another great love, oh gosh, no. We might have been closed off for a period of time, but all we've got here is mostly water energy. And now we've got this grounded energy. We got to have water to water those plants to make things grow. We're ready to receive this. And someone is coming toward us at this point because our energy has shifted. Wow. 3 of Swords. I got to say, whoever it was that stays stuck in the past, and I say stuck because this is a butterfly who is pegged here with a pin. Somebody may still kind of look at your social media and they may feel pretty sad about the fact that you're gone. They may be very stuck on you. You might have been stuck in their energy flow for a while also. But this is letting that go. This could be if we had looked at someone's social media, say we parted ways with someone and it looked like they had moved on and they had gotten into another lover's connection. It might have like really hurt us for a while, but we've come out of that and now the tables are turning. And I'm not saying like, well, sucks to be them, no. It's like, it's unfortunate, but it looks like whoever was really trapped in the past, wow, Ace of Swords in the reverse, still unclear on things. See, our lead character here is getting very clear on things. That's why the moon is in the reverse. One person has full clarity, the other person does not. And the person who does not have clarity is still trapped, looking at old pictures, watching social media, watching you move on, and they still are confused about what happened. Why does this hurt so much? Well, someone didn't speak their piece. So everything kind of detached. Somebody didn't clarify things. They didn't map things out. Meanwhile, you've been doing a ton of introspection. You've been doing, remember, these first 3 cards are all about you belong here. You're realizing that. You're realizing that you are meant for more than just a relationship. You're meant for lots of experiences in life. As you are kind of like revving up, feeling better and better about yourself, about what's yet to come, welcoming in a new lover, somebody that's emotional, welcoming in new emotional experiences. Someone else over here is very stuck on the past. Why do we see that? Why are they showing up at all? Why is the person who's stuck showing up at all? We have a Hermit and we have a 4 of Wands and we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So it is someone who is still pretty isolated. They're still very much in deep thought. They're thinking all the time about the relationship that didn't get off the ground. And with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is a very disjointed knight, even if it were in the upright. Lots and lots of like bits and pieces that they haven't assimilated yet. They are still unable to like get themselves beyond this because I think that they're still really confused about what happened. I think that this is the other person and they're very hung up. They're very hooked on the situation that didn't work out, but they're also not taking any action. In fact, the more time has passed, it almost looks like the more someone has been like pulling into themselves. Now, it can be a good idea, though, to go into ourselves if we're looking for answers. But unfortunately, it kind of looks like this person, they seem more confused because they're not opening themselves up. See, our other character, who is this Queen of Pentacles, they have opened themselves up to, like, they've gone through the sadness, they've gone through the acceptance, they've revamped themselves, they've believed in themselves again, and they are open to new love. Meanwhile, our other character seems to be really still stewing in confusion, stewing in the loss of this, but not understanding why this happened, kind of intensely watching someone's social media. Okay, so what is the advice for this person? What is the advice for this person? Because we don't want anybody to be stuck, right? The advice for this person is 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower in the upright. They have to allow something to go through a major transformation. And it's a matter of letting it happen. It's a matter of like dropping a facade, not trying to patch things together. See, I think this person was their own worst enemy. If this is talking about the person that we had a problem with, the same person that might have like thrown us into a cascade of kind of like some sadness and some sorrows and some stuck energy, they've stayed really stuck because they will not go through a massive change. That lack of willing to change could have been the issue that caused the breakdown between these two in the first place. But it's just interesting because they need to quit. It's like they're always working to prevent change when change is exactly what is needed here. Tell me more about that tower. What does that mean? What needs to change? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Someone's got to get real honest. Somebody has been, and if you look closely, this person sits here and on their mind all the time is this, well, this could be our queen, right? This feminine is here, but she's in the background, in the back of their mind, and they continuously keep their back turned to her, yet they keep her almost as like a picture on their wall. They hold her in their mind and deny that she's on their mind. This person has got to quit denying that they watch her all the time, or that they're constantly watching the social media, or that they're continuously thinking about her. They've got to quit doing that. They have to cut through this. I don't know why this person they've, on one hand, they've almost like simultaneously idealized her, held on to her, but will not speak to her. Lied to themselves about the fact that she's on their mind all the time. This is the major thing. They've got to quit lying about that. If they can't get her off their mind, they need to do something about it. They can't just watch from a distance and pretend that they're not. Queen of Swords, and then the Six of Swords in the reverse. Their truth is what's necessary here. All of this truth has to be faced. And there's been, I don't know why, but we've seen this person stuck, and we've seen a lot of lies here. We've seen now the need for truth, but you can see that we see her 3 times. Almost like this person maybe flip-flops between what they know and what they don't know. They look in a mirror, then they don't. It's back and forth. And so they continuously, they stay stuck. Maybe they've been stuck on an ex that they can't get over, an echo of something that happened to them with somebody else. And unless they can let go of whatever the echoes of something else, someone other than the Queen of Pentacles, unless they can let go of the echoes of whomever this person is, I feel like this person flip-flops between what they know and what they don't know. I feel like they change their mind a lot, maybe, or there's something here. Maybe they dealt with somebody who was very wishy-washy that they can't let go of. But I feel like it's impacting them. They should be truthful. They should have boundaries, but I think that their boundaries kept getting crossed. And unless they can walk away from whoever kept crossing their boundaries, they can't really invest with that Queen of Pentacles. So they stay stuck on the Queen of Pentacles, but deny that she's on their mind. It's very strange. It's very strange with that echoing energy there. What's our final message for just this person? And then I want to focus again on the Queen. Wheel of Fortune. This person, again, we see these echoes of things. I almost feel like this person is a bit of a strategist, so much so that they can't just be in the present. Even in moving forward, we see an echo and echo and echo. And every single one of this man's hands, he holds another version of himself, another version of himself, another version of himself. It's like he's projecting so far into the future instead of just living one step at a time and seeing how things evolve. But at least we do have forward growth. If this person can identify where their stuck energy has been, if they can quit lying to themselves, they can actually start to have forward growth. But it does kind of look like this person tends to like way overthink things. They block stuff, hold on to it, won't let change happen. It feels like someone couldn't really embrace or go forward with this queen, but they also couldn't let her go. So it was probably pretty confusing for this queen. No wonder she's been through like a head trip over here. What about the queen? What was her contribution to this kind of strange situation? I just want to be fair about it. 6 of Pentacles. She was trying to give equal. But as you can see, even with this, somebody who tries to give equal, but only one half of this thing is built. I think she was connected with somebody who was, well, I shouldn't say one half is built. What it really is that we have vines covering one half of it. So if this was the person who was more stuck because they had all this gnarly growth, this is like, again, that if they still had echoes of past problems and things like that, they kept bringing forward into the future. So it wouldn't let them just embrace this new connection with this queen. So instead, they kind of sabotaged it, but then they also held on to the queen and they're sad that she's gone, but they won't open up to her. If she was trying to give equally to this, but it's really hard to give equally to someone who is like all scarred over, that's kind of what this looks like here. All these people have walnuts for heads also. It's like, this is making me feel nutty trying to figure all this out, I feel like maybe the more she encountered their difficult stuff, the more it messed with her mind until she started to get confused about her own value. And, I feel like this was a head trip for this queen to go through. So they did exchange energy, but in this case, unfortunately, she absorbed some of their confusion, some of their stagnancy. She's coming out of it, though. She's getting back to herself. Tell me a little bit more about just the queen, then. Our Queen of Pentacles. Because it looks like there's new love coming in. It looks like she knows she's worthy of it. It looks like she's ready to embrace love. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. This is awesome. Again, with the Piscean energy. We have real strong Pisces over here for her. Somebody is all about, like, I am ready for love. I am not holding back anymore. I feel like she kind of had to purge the energy that she picked up from that former relationship that was so stagnant. I feel like that's kind of what she had to do, is let their energy not affect her anymore. So what is the end result for these two? Ace of Wands. Well, you know how we said if that person could really let the tower fall, could really change things? This is an interesting card because you notice how he's coming out like a whole new man. It's almost like a mold where this person has been created. But I always look at this as like an endospore. An endospore is in like the biological world. It's like certain creatures have the ability to put this little capsule around themselves that allows them to survive freezing temperatures, hot temperatures, times when there's no nourishment. And then when the environment changes, when there is nourishment, they can crack back open and the growth can begin again. I almost feel like that's a great example of who this person has been. In fact, both of them wound up going into endospore mode for a while, but she's definitely coming out of it. But it could be that this person is as well. They could be coming out and becoming a kind of a new person here. Let me see. Where does this go? We've got an Eight of Wands. It ended in the reverse, though. This is no communication and no action. They both may become different people, but they may not end up together. They both may go through changes. I mean, we've already seen her going through a change, but they may or may not ever talk again. It may just be one of those situations where, Four of Swords is here in the reverse. A lot of healing has actually happened. Maybe they encouraged each other somehow to heal. She got out of their energy vortex. She chose, I want love. I want emotion. I want open energy flow. We got the Temperance in the reverse. Healing, but not necessarily finding balance together again. I feel like these two had major influence and impact on each other in this lifetime, but it doesn't appear that these two are actually back in a flow together again. It looks like they're separating. Let me see. How does the character who was so stuck, how do they feel about that? How do they feel about that? Ooh. Almost lost the whole deck there for a second. Funny, this character is, we don't have a card popping out yet. Okay. Ten of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles. So this character is probably never going to fully get over her. There's a hurt that continues throughout probably the rest of their life. This person also may just choose to focus on, building a foundation for themselves, but they stay in a place where this still hurts that they lost her. What about her? Well, hers came out fast. We have a Three of Pentacles and we have a Page of Swords. Wow. She seems to be moving forward. connecting with someone new, learning about someone new, experiencing life, ready to be in a relationship where she cooperates with somebody, ready to learn about someone else, and looking at the world through a different set of eyes. I think she doesn't forget them either, though, because even though she's learning about things new, there's a little bit of tainted energy here. I mean, she is flying around in this urinal that's been turned into this piece of art. There is a little bit of like, I don't have, let me put it this way. I take every part of life, the good and the bad, and I'm not blind to it. Yes, I will cooperate with someone new. I want to cooperate with someone new. Yes, I want a lover. I'm feeling better about myself. I'm feeling like I can be in a lover's relationship, but I also know that, there's always going to be bittersweet because, gosh, I've been through it before. So again, coming out wiser, coming out knowing that there are some things. I don't know why this person who was so stuck never chose to fix anything with her. It seems like even if they figured it out, they still stayed in a place where they chose not to communicate, or at least with that one card. I mean, things change all the time. Let me ask, why did that person, if they're going to still hurt over this, why didn't they choose to take action? 5 of Cups. So this person really continuously finds ways to get themselves stuck all over again. This is kind of the MO of this character. They stay stuck in regrets all the time. It's like they do things to create obstacles, and then they sit in those obstacles. And so I don't know why they want to do that, but if this is someone's choice, and they do it over and over again, right? We have 5 times this person has done this. It is a choice. 5 of Cups is, I have all this regret. I have all this regret. I have all this regret. No matter what. And again, we see the echo thing. This person lives in a state of regret instead of moving forward. And maybe that's why she has that bittersweet knowledge that, you know what, I've learned a lot. I've learned that sometimes people choose a lifetime of regrets instead of a lifetime of, course correcting and making things go in a new direction. She's choosing a new direction, which is so powerful. This other person seems to be still stuck in the mistakes that they made, maybe the mistakes that they made with her, but really not doing anything to fix it. And if someone doesn't do something to fix it, that is their journey in this life. It's not our journey to do for them. And it's not even our place to be so sad for them and say, oh, but we missed a great thing. We didn't miss any great thing if someone doesn't have what it takes to choose to come in and alter things, right? All it means is that we wouldn't have been a match for that person then. If the only time it's a regret maybe is if both people really put their all into it and then there were other forces that kept them apart. But this was within one person's realm to be able to choose her and to be able to come back and fix it. And if they don't, it's only because that's not the right person. And they both learned valuable lessons out of this, because this person seems like they're working on, getting stable. Meanwhile, she is cooperating with someone new. She is ready to have let somebody in who loves her and blossom and open up to someone. Because I kind of feel like she felt a little bit unlovable for a while because of what happened over here. I still don't know why exactly that character played that role, but sometimes we don't get all the answers. Anyway, as always, these are just stories. It's just food for thought. It's just for contemplation. None of this is real. I am not a psychic. I am a writer who writes without a pen. And sometimes I have very complicated stories that are told. Please don't ever let it get in your head and give you a bad day. If you don't like something, just click off. Don't let it fester in your mind or imagine that this is what's going to happen. Because the beautiful thing is only we decide what will happen in our lives because we're in charge of it. So anything and everything can be altered at any moment thanks to free will. So anyway, I hope that you guys find something valuable out of this, maybe a good message or something, but otherwise take care and thank you for being here. Thank you for liking this video. All right. Lots of love, you guys. Oh, and keep your notification bells on because I may be doing, I am going to be doing some live giveaway this week. Okay. Bye.